What's good, YouTube? I'm just gonna quickly make this quick video. Obviously, you guys see I'm not in my regular black t-shirt. We gotta change it up some days. But long story short, we had a trading day today, obviously, of course, and um, we went into the market. I had bullish. I was thinking it was gonna go down. Overall, I was thinking it was gonna go down. I think it was gonna touch. It was gonna be like some type of SMT where it touched the highs, previous highs, and then come down low. But we never had a sweep on any low, which is okay. Long story short is regardless, you just end up like when you're able to go into a market and see that there's no trade. When you see that there's no trade, when you get to that point of the day that yeah, there's no trade, you move on with your life, and it's a good for you. It's good because you are able to battle another day of psychology and come up top. When you're able to a day where you can't make a trade at all is better than a day that you do a losing trade. I have other things in my life that I have to get on with. I have school. I have a test tomorrow. I have class I even have to go to today. But nevertheless, I'm not letting this define my whole day. It defined my morning. But like you see, it's 11 a.m. I still have 12 hours of the day for me to do something else throughout the day if it's other parts of my life, which is good as far as your mental health. I'm no longer in that learning stage. You're still in that learning stage where you have to put more hours as far as getting comfortable with the market and everything. I'd say do that. But for me, I've reached a point where I don't need to constantly be here. I understand what I do. I know what I do. It's like you know how to brush your teeth every day. Like you don't have to watch videos on how to brush your teeth every day unless you don't know how to brush your teeth. You learn. You watch the videos. You try and practice it. Calm. So, um, here's my TradeZilla. I'm about to show you guys my TradeZilla. As you guys can see, we didn't take any trade today. So far this month we are profitable. Let me move this a little bit so y'all can see it. There you go. You can see we didn't take no trade today, but a no trade is better than losing a trade. You see, a no trade. That's why I have such many greens. All these other days, if I took a trade, I would have been red. But I was able to look and be like, okay, we're not going to take the trade, and that's why I only had one red day, which I was supposed to be green on that day. I'm not. I'm supposed to have won $500 that day, but there was an error for me to grow as far as that day, which is okay because my mentor actually posted a video. My mentor, the person I'm watching and I'm doing my daily recaps with, he didn't take a trade today, and that's how I know I'm doing something right. And even the trade that I took on this day, he took the same thing, but he took profit where I didn't take profit. I was trying to take profit a little bit higher than when he took it, and it just happened to go to that right mark, boom, and that's where the profit was taken. So I can't really be mad at it, but at least I'm happy at myself for being able to have the same trade, the same bias as the person who learns. And that person makes millions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? That person makes millions of dollars. And throughout the days we're going the same day, we don't take the same trade. We don't take the trade because I learned from him. We have the same strategy. I don't take a trade. He don't take a trade. That means I'm doing something right. Some days he might take a trade, but I don't take a trade. That means that there's something more that he knows that I don't know. But if we take the same trade, that means it's true. Like I'm learning well, and like I'm learning well, and I'm following the plan well. I'm following the strategy well. That's how you know you're following the strategy well. When the person that is you're learning from is basically having either the same bias, or even if you don't take exactly the same trade, the same bias, you take the profits around the same places. You just or even if you take a reversal, as long as you're able to win days that the person that's teaching you wins, it's better for you. And if you take a win when that person loses, it feels better for you. It helps you with psychology. But this is also another big reason why I be telling people you should always demo trade, right? I'm about to show you guys what happened for today. So today, obviously, we tapped on previous day highs and London session highs. We were looking for either a reversal, but we were in bullish order flow. Okay, we did have a reversal, but at least let's have at least a retracement as far as like going up. So retracement is about here, and when I go into 1 minute, I'll probably look for it to reach about here for that fair value gap for it to jump up. But we didn't have a single retracement, not a premium or anything, and the brother probably taking profit right here and right here. But um we didn't have that, which is okay. You know what I'm saying? Ultimately, I'm about to call it for a day. I ain't gonna lie. I have other things. I have a quiz today, I have an exam tomorrow. I'll just move on with my life. But yo, this thing needs to stop pissing me off. But that's neither here or there. Um, Ultimately, once again, you guys should just always just focus on the things you need to do to grow as a trader and as a person. What's this program? This thing is pissing me off. But needless to say, you guys are close. I'm saying the days you take to learn and practice, you get closer. It's crazy because I'm really starting to trade. I'm really starting to reflect. Like I'm really trading. Like telling me I make 20K in a month. That's half what I make the whole year. What? That is insane. But that's neither here or there. Damn, I need a haircut. This looks crazy. Don't mind my pill, but patch, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, be breaking it all up. But continue to do what you need to do. And trading is not just a trading thing. Like trading is not a trading thing. It's also about how you reflect on your other days, the other things you do in your day. When you start to do trading, I'm not gonna lie, it starts to wrap you around this more focused mentality about like what you have to do for your future, what you have to do for yourself, about different things. It starts to have you be more financially aware, be smarter. The way you think about stuff completely changes. Because the way how I started to think about stuff in my defense, I was already starting to move that way, but that was before I discovered about trading. But that was just because of the things that were going on around my life. So a lot of things you just and I'm that type of expansive thinker where I think outside the box and I think within the box as well, like simultaneously. But neither here or there. There's a lot more days that we can prove to ourselves we're profitable. And once more, before I end this video, the day where you didn't take a trade and you didn't lose, where you could go in and see there was no trade to be taken and you did not lose, is a day that you prove to yourself you're profitable. So far out of 5 days of the week, I proved to myself day one I am profitable. I'm able to look at what's going on the day and prove to myself, okay, I saw there was no trade, so I didn't take it now. Mind you, I was expecting it for it to go back down, first, and then a retracement. But I didn't have anything, and who knows, the whole thing can swing back down, and that ends up being a loss. So regardless, as long as you're able to like tell yourself you don't take a trade on a trade where like you have a bias, you have a way how you go before you go into a trade. It didn't happen, and you said I'm not going to take a trade today. I'm going to move on and wait for the next day. Boom, already profitable. That's one day out of the 5 days you prove to yourself you're profitable. And if you're able to prove to yourself 4 out of the 5 days, you're doing good. Even three, if it's two, you got work to do. Three, you're right on the money. You just got to fix a few things. Four, you're doing great. 5 out of 5 days, like last week, I proved to myself 5 out of 5 days. It was only one thing is like, okay, 4.5. I'm gonna give myself 4.5 because I was profitable and there was something I was not aware about. I would have been up $500 that day. You know what I'm saying? So, needless to say, the different ways you don't have to make money throughout the day for you to prove to yourself you're profitable. It's beyond that. It's way beyond that. And that's why I always be saying you guys should be demo trading because think about it like this. I'm just going to put this because, it's only 8 minutes so far. I don't want to hold you guys for too long, but I can quickly drop this gem for you guys real quick. So the reason why when I first went into live trading, I wasn't supposed to go into live trading. I went onto the prop challenges on Trade Locker one day and I saw Plutus Pluto's trading base. It's a good platform, by the way. Like once I'm a complete profit, but that's something I'll definitely use. But needless to say, I saw that there was a potential. I saw there was a 90% off, and I could get $100,000 account for $10. I work. What is $10 to me? Boom, I got it. Like I bought it right there, and I was like, you know what? Let me start doing it. I passed the eval one day. But the only thing is that I never figured out about my emotions. I never learned about emotions or psychology because all I've been doing is backtesting. I don't know what it's like to be in a live market. I don't know what it's like to go in real time and waste a whole day and be like, no trade today. To me, that made no sense. It was like, why would I not take a trade in a day? Before I was taking a trade every day. Trade there or not trade there. I took a trade every day. I didn't risk manage well. I didn't take profits. I had so many days I could have been profitable, but I said no, I'm gonna just wait. And it ended up reversing, and I still didn't take the profit. I still didn't. I was like, oh, I'm gonna wait till my final TP. Still didn't take the profit. I don't think you guys know. I would be like making so much money if my psychology was fixed that day. Those stop period, those stretch, I wasted thousands of dollars. I would have been definitely been profitable. Hold up, this thing started making noise again. But regardless of that, regardless of that, it's just different things you put in to learn. The main person I followed didn't take a trade today, and the person that I follow afterwards, although he doesn't have the same strategy as me, but he uses the same concept as me as far as ICT. He didn't take a trade today, but it's just different things you can use to expand yourself, to learn, to grow. It's just different things. There are a lot of different things. There are a lot of different methods. Hold on, let me even get closer. There are a lot of different things that you guys can do to prove to yourself you're profitable. You didn't take a trade today, you didn't lose today, which means you are profitable. That's what I'm about to title this video. Um, Apart from that, I'm gonna make a few shorts. Then I gotta go focus on my studying. I got exams tomorrow, which I still have one more week, which is the most difficult week that I have to go over. But that's neither here or there. A lot of studying. Then I have study right after. Then I likely would not trade Thursday. I believe I'm not gonna trade Thursday, and that's because I'm likely gonna work night on Wednesday night, and when I work, I you have to be in the best mental state. That's one thing I've learned. You have to be the best mental state to trade. You know what I'm saying? And that even goes back to even when I had that account, I was telling you that I got a $10 100K account. Mind you, do you know how many accounts of those I got? I'll start showing you guys my certificate. I passed those things. You know what I'm saying? But um neither here or there. When I had those accounts, there was a period where it was like, I'm trying to find what I'm trying to say. There was this period where, I was trading and like I just kept trading and trading and just happened more L's and more L's. And the reason why is because I wasn't taming that psychology. Every time I don't take a trade, that's really what the whole video is going to be about. It's all about tapping into that psychology. Once you fix your mind, you already have the strategy. You learn strategy, you watch somebody do it 1,000 times, and you performed it 1,000 times. If you didn't perform it 1,000 times, you better go back and perform it. Go back test. That's very important. Very, very important. That's just not the stage of my life I'm in right now. That's why I won't really talk about it that much. But if anybody ever says it, I'm gonna let you know you have to. You really have to. It's very, very, very important. But neither here or there. Regardless, I'm about to wrap up this video, and because I just need to post it, and then I had to move on to creating the shorts for the day, and then I have to go on to like the huge amount of things I have to do for myself. But if you were able to catch a trade, by all means let us know. Let us know what you did and what you did to get it. You feel what I'm saying? But that's neither here or there. Appreciate you guys for tuning into this video, to this recap. So all the people in the future that are gonna see this and be like, bro, so much. Like he went from this to this. Um, but that's neither here or there. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'm gonna catch you guys probably tomorrow, or unless you guys see my shorts after this. Peace.